What's up, y'all?
Hey,
All right, how's everyone doing today?
good.
Good.
Good, good. Thanks for hopping on. Everybody have a good 4th of July?
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Good. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I'm just shooting off a text here for somebody to hop on and then we'll get ready. All right. All right, all right. So we're going to go over Canva today. We are going to watch a video on it. This lady is great, and she's going to go into the depths of Canva. I don't expect all you to, take in all the information, but definitely write some things down. I'll send an email out as well, going over everything. But question, how many of you guys and ladies use Canva right now? Okay, a few people. Now John needs to know. What about okay, so how much of a level, so would you say you just the people who do use it just, as a beginner or use it as an advanced advanced, what do you guys use it as? Or what
Very
do you use it for?
frustrating level.
One more time?
Very frustrating level as a beginner. It takes me like an hour to do something that should take 5 minutes.
Yeah. What do you try to do?
Even just doing a like a flyer for an open house that I did last weekend. I don't know what it is that I'm using the template that you guys have all provided, and then I don't know. I, I don't know what it is I'm doing wrong.
Okay. Is it not like letting you just drag over homes so you can put the homes as a picture or anything like that?
No, I think it's more so saving it to where I know how to get it afterwards, maybe.
Okay.
So I don't think Canva allows you to save actually, does it?
I
They
have saved it.
automatically they
It's been a
save it
while though.
for you. Um,
You download it, and then
yeah,
when you download it, it goes to your computer. And so,
right.
like for instance, in my files, I have it just says social media, and it'll have a couple of different things in there, and I just save it to those individual files.
That's what I do. I actually
Yeah.
named flyers.
Oh yeah, definitely with the flyers. All right, perfect. Let me flip this one person in. Okay. All right, beautiful. So just let that person. Okay. So and then so for those people who, yes, it is a little bit frustrating, but what's your favorite thing about Canva? Do you have a favorite yet? No, yeah, Patrick's like, heck no, I don't.
I think
Um, I guess now that I've been working with it, and my wife helps me because she uses Photoshop and she likes that much better than Canva. But anyways, it is getting easier to once you learn how to do everything, we can move pretty quick through it.
Hmm.
You can put stuff just about anywhere. The biggest problem that I run into is size, especially with photos and formatting.
Yes.
And we
What do
don't we can use the crowned ones now that we're not excluded from the premium anymore, right?
you still are right now. That nothing's came out yet. It said more towards August. That's when you'll get access to the enterprise account. and you'll be able to have access to all of that stuff.
Because for right now, I mean, it's crap. I mean, no offense,
Mhm.
but it's very limited if you're not paying for it.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, none taken. I have no affiliate with Canva. I just like using it.
That just reminded me of one of the frustrating things to me is I paid for 1 month of the premium one, figuring I would then cancel it once we had access to it. And supposedly you have access to all kinds of stock photos. I can't find a photo that is what I'm looking for when I want to use it, even though I supposedly have access to them.
Yeah, gotcha. What I usually do is I'll go on, just easy, simpler and quicker for me. I'll go on Google, type in the photo I'm looking for, save that, upload it into Canva, and then use it that way. Um, but yeah, so let me add that. Okay, and then Ashley, you said you were going to say something.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the things I like about Canva, one, that you can make it a template very easily, like once you like something. Like for instance, I was working on a just sold post today and I have them for like each of our agents. And then all you have to do is change out the picture and the address and you're good to go. So for the stuff that, or thumbnails on YouTube, the stuff that you're doing frequently, it's great because it's basically saving templates for you to use. And then the other best part for me in Canva is I think the hardest part about graphic design is coming up with the idea in the first place. And
Yeah.
the ability to search all those templates and get inspiration is huge.
Agreed.
One of the things that I found hard with it, or is it KW? Maybe it was KW, but the color schemes, when you're going through the different color schemes, it's a bit challenging.
What do you mean?
Under style, I think is what it's under.
Or like brand?
You have the options to text, and you have an option to go in with the style and change your different colors.
Yep.
That's where I get a little lost.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
And another thing is when we talk about a variety, I had picked a template, not many to choose from for an open house. Really liked it. My wife helped me. We edited it, changed it a little bit, loved it. Then all of a sudden I see there's like 2 or 3 other agents with open houses using the same template. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen.
Still looks better, but I'm just.
There you go. As long as yours looks better.
I just think it did.
Okay.
They just used what they gave you. We edited, took some of the colors out, changed them. I want to do a little bit more with the colors, but that's where I'm getting a little.
Yeah. Yeah, and you are able to I don't know if it's with the templates that we have, but you are able to make like multiple colors, like combine them and make like a different pattern. It's pretty cool. I'll have to show you that in a
You're
different
getting
class.
a
But
level above my skill set.
well, hopefully after today you'll get a little bit more comfortable. I'll share the video and everything like that after this, but we'll get into the video. Feel free to comment any questions or save them to the end. The video is about 45 minutes. Don't know if we'll do the whole 45, but then we'll talk about it after, okay? All right, and then give me thumbs up when we're all able to hear it. Okay. Can you all see the screen? Thumbs up. Perfect.
Canva can be a powerful tool in real estate. And in today's video, I'm going to go through how to get started with Canva, how to use Canva practically so that you can easily edit social posts, create flyers, and do some very creative marketing and have all the confidence to do so. And we're also going to go over some Canva tips and tricks that are pretty cool and help you save some time. So let's get started with getting started with Canva. Now, when it comes to Canva, you have 2 options. You can start a free account or a paid account. So if you're a real estate agent just getting started with Canva, I recommend going with the free account. And if you're using the marketing suite, all you need is a free account. Now, there are some features later on that are only in the paid, the pro version that you might want, like removing backgrounds and having access to larger stock libraries for photos. But for most people, it makes a lot of sense just to get the free account. So here I am on Canva's main screen. When you go to canva.com, all you're going to want to do is come to the top right and click sign up. And then you can sign up with your Google, your Facebook, or your email, and it only takes a few seconds to get started. And if you already have a Canva account, you can also go to canva.com to log in. So now here I am inside my Canva account. Now, when you first log into Canva, you'll see your home screen. And on this home screen, you have designs you might be working on and different features in Canva. When you first get started with Canva, I think it's nice to have an understanding of how Canva is laid out. So on the home page of Canva, when you're logged in, on the left, you have some options for organizing your content with filters, using templates created in Canva, creating a brand kit so your logo and your colors are saved. That's a pro feature. Using apps and even using the Dream Lab, which is Canva's AI tool to create content. In the middle here, you have recent designs you're working on. And at the top, you have the option to create new designs. And that's all going to be sized correctly. So if you open up the Instagram post 4x5, it's going to take you to a template that size. Maybe you want to do a video. You have all kinds of options. So when you first come to Canva, it's very easy to find what you're looking for. I also recommend that you take advantage of projects because these are folders, just like folders on your computer. So you can save images. You could save images, let's say for a listing, images of yourself, and then it's very easy to refer back to. The brand kit right here is a paid feature, so I'm not going to go into that in this video, but there are also apps. Apps are different integrations with Canva that help you do different things. Now, there are some really cool app integrations that I like Later, so you can automatically connect Canva and Later. So if you're using Later, the scheduling tool to schedule your posts, you can automatically send them over to Later. And there's some different apps in here that help you do some cool things. So with Canva, you really have the ability to do very creative content and also just some basic things. So that's your walk through the Canva homepage. You have options that the Canva tools on the left, you have your recent designs in the middle, and at the top you have the option to create new designs. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to edit social media posts in Canva. So right now I have a month of content open from the marketing suite, and this is April's social posts, and these posts are just single page posts and carousels that you can scroll through. I'm also going to show you how to edit reels and videos too. So when you're using a template in Canva, you'll open it up and your screen will look like this. You'll have a big view of the template itself, and on the left you have different design tools that you can use within Canva. One of the first things that I like to do when I open a new Canva template is at the bottom right there are these 4 boxes for grid view. Click grid view and then you can see all the pages. That's what each little post or each section of a design is called in Canva. You can see all of the pages at once to see kind of what you're working with. So for this example, this is April social media content. So I can see all of April in one spot. But let's say that I want to edit it.
Here's how my friend published her book in less than 30 days. I never thought it could be this easy.
I'm going to click on this document right here, this page, and this is a listing post. It's a little bit different. It doesn't just say just listed. It says, would you live in this home, to really stand out on social? And I want to edit this post. Well, on the left, you're going to see the different Canva editing tools. So to quickly go over those so that you're familiar with them, you have design at the top where you can use some of Canva's pre-designed templates, which we're not going to worry about today because we're using a marketing suite template. If you've used a brand kit, you can save your styles here or change out colors easily using this design option. Elements is a section you're probably going to want to use frequently. Elements is where you can find graphics, you can find images, you can find stock video. So let's say I was looking for a photo of Orlando. I'm here in Orlando. I can type in Orlando, and then I can see different photos and videos for Orlando. Whenever you see a little crown icon, that means that that asset is only available to pro or paid users. So that can help you decide, does it make sense for you to upgrade or not? So you have your elements there. You have text underneath. So you can see your text options. That brand kit I mentioned, if you do create a brand kit in Canva, this is where you can save your logos, you can save your colors, and you can save your fonts, different graphics and images. So I've created that for ideas for real estate. So it's really easy for me to see the different colors and fonts that we want to use. Uploads is just what it sounds like. That's where you're going to upload files. So you can upload images of listings here. You can upload images of yourself. And a tip that I have for using the upload section is make sure that that original file name includes a keyword. So if you want to go back and find it later, it's really easy. So let's say you have a listing, 123 Magnolia Street, and the photographer already labeled all the photos, 123 Magnolia Street, image 1, image 2, whatever. You can use the search feature to easily find that. Or one thing that I do is I'll search my name, and then I have photos of myself that come up very quickly. So you have your uploads here. You have different tools. Kind of like, this reminds me of that art feature we used to have like on the old PC computers. You have projects, if you want to access a project, apps, like I mentioned at the beginning, bulk create. So if you're making like a bunch of business cards at one time, you can translate, and you have different options down here that will come up depending on what you're using in your account. But for the most part in Canva, you're really going to use this element section. And then when you click on the actual template at the top, you're going to see some options as well. And this is very much like you might see in Word or other editors. When you click on text, you're going to see the text options come to the top. Anytime that you see an image that has a cloud and then like those rolling hills, that means it's a placeholder. So you can put an image there in that template that makes sense to go there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go to the uploads, and since we're doing a listing, would you live in this home? What I'm going to do is come to my uploads, and I'm going to drag this over onto the cloud, and it's going to drop into that spot. Now, let's say that's not exactly how I want things to be sized. You can double click on it, and you can move it around. You can make it bigger or smaller to adjust it in that spot so it looks exactly like you want it to look. Maybe that doesn't look very good. And if I want to see it a little better, at the bottom here, I can zoom in and I can zoom out using that Canva scroll feature. So mess around and say, okay, do I like that? Does that image look a little crooked there? Maybe I want to switch that out for a different image that I might have that looks a little bit better vertically. Maybe I say, okay, maybe I want to feature this instead. You have options and you can kind of see what looks the best. Now, when it comes to text, you just click on the text and you can edit it. So just click on the text and you can edit anything in the text, very similar to Word. You also have the option to change the font. So if you've clicked on the text, you can come up here and click to change the font. So you can use the fonts that come with the template, or you can change it to one of your fonts. You can make sizes bigger and smaller by just dragging it bigger and smaller. You can also make things bold, italicized, pretty much all the options that you have on like email or Word or any of your text editors. So come on over to the next page and say, okay, I want to drop in another image. This might work better in this spot. And you can start filling it in. And when it comes to your templates, you want to make sure that you're using images of yourself, of course, and it's very helpful if you have a variety of images of yourself. So you're not just always using that same headshot. So we want to fill in the post to how it looks and really make sure it looks its best, and then you can download it to use it. Let's take a look at another post. Okay. So some posts, when you use Marketing Suite templates, they don't really have a lot of edits that they need done to them. Maybe you need to add your username, which is like your handle on social. So mine is Ideas for Real Estate. I'll edit that. And this second page just has a picture of me. So I'll say, okay, drag and drop it over here. I look really tiny, so maybe I want to make myself bigger right there. And then you can update the name and information. Once you do that, you can easily download these images so that you can share them on social. So if you want to download the images, you're going to go to the top right corner and click share. Then we're going to go to download. And you can download all of the pages, so all the posts at one time, or you can just select the pages that you're working on. So I was working on pages 44 and 45. So I could come here to 44 and 45. And they're even labeled. So the Marketing Suite templates are labeled so you know which one is which. Click done and download, and then I'll download that post to my computer. What I recommend you do is if you are working on Marketing Suite social media content for the month, is that you look at all of your posts at one time. So you kind of have an idea of what's going on for the month. Then you start filling it out, and then you download the posts. And if you need any help, you don't know, you're not sure how to edit things, or you forget something, these first couple of pages in the document walk you through the basic editing that I've showed you here. It also shows you how to do a few editing tricks that are going to save you some time. So you saw that I had an option to change my name or my username on these posts. You maybe don't want to do that for every single post. That's going to take a little bit of time. So you can use a feature called Find and Replace to find and replace those prompts with your own information. So go to File, Find and Replace Text. And then right here's a list of things and the placeholders that I might want to find and replace. So I want to replace agent name, which is in the document 11 times, with my name. And then I replaced it everywhere. Maybe I want to replace insert username with @ideas for real estate. And that was 55 times. I can replace it across the entire document by clicking replace all. So that's going to save you a lot of time. Another option that's going to save you time that has directions right here at the beginning of the document is how to use stock images. So right now we have the insider guide. So every month we do a local insider guide for your area. This really positions you as that local expert, helps you engage your sphere. Sellers know that you're an expert in the area. Buyers who are interested in the area can learn more. So we always have these insider guides. And it's nice if you have an image of your actual area there. So if you have an image you've taken, you can pop that on over there from uploads, or you can upload your own image, or you can upload a stock image. So remember I was searching for Orlando earlier? I can come through here and say, okay, I like this picture of Orlando. And I'm going to change this text to say April Orlando, the April Insider's Guide to Orlando. And I'm going to come over here and grab a picture of me. I look kind of little there. That's not the best. Maybe that one. It already says Heather Colby, and I'm good to go. So definitely check out the elements section for stock images of your market. Some are better than others. Obviously, if you live somewhere that's larger, you're going to have more images to choose from. So you can kind of take a look here and see if there's something that you might want to use. So that's a great little hack there. And there's a reminder in the instructions. So as you're coming through and doing your content for the month, you know that you have your pictures that you can upload. You can also check the stock images, and the templates in the Marketing Suite have lots of images for you. The only time that they don't is when we're wanting you to customize it with a picture of you or your local market. So like this example, these are all images that we've taken here at Ideas for Real Estate that you have access to. And sometimes in these social media templates, let's say like this one, we give you an option that has an image there. So this one is your commute is stealing your time, so let's take it back. Living here will put you just X minutes from popular place. So for example, I could say living here will put you just 15 minutes from the airport, from downtown, and you talk about it more in the caption and you follow the caption. But maybe I have a picture that I could put right there. So I could have uploaded a picture, or maybe there's a picture that's relevant that I can use, and I can customize it that way. So you have a lot of options. I just want to show you the customization in this video so that you're familiar with how to customize it for your social posts. Now, a few tips about the sizing of your social posts. All of these social posts are sized portrait size. So that is bigger than square, and square images now are kind of gone on platforms like Instagram. And when you look at an Instagram feed, you're going to see this size. And when you're looking at your templates, all of these templates are sized correctly so that they're going to look good when you're sharing them on social. You can 100% change these things, but you really run the risk of it being in the wrong spot and getting caught up and getting cut off. So just be careful when you're editing things and try to keep things the same size and orientation that they are in the templates. You don't have to change anything, but if you are customizing it, that's a tip for you right there because that's already sized correctly. So once you have gone through here and you've edited your posts, which shouldn't take you too long, we're just adding a few pictures here and there or deciding what we want to use, then you can share and download. Now, this is how you edit social media posts. In the next part of the video, I'm going to show you how to edit Reels. Okay, so I have Reels templates pulled up. These are short form videos that you might be using for platforms like Facebook and Instagram as Reels. They can be YouTube shorts. You can even share them on LinkedIn, TikTok if it's available, wherever you might have a short form vertical video. And just like in these social posts, one of my favorite things to do is to hit this grid view option at the bottom of the screen and see all of the posts at one time. So again, these are Reels from the marketing suite. So we have a variety of options here for you. We have Reels that are ready to share, they're ready to download, ready to go. And then we have ones where you can customize them because social media today, short form videos are so important. They help you reach more people. They help you stay top of mind. You really get the most bang for your buck on social when it comes to short form video. So every month you get a collection of videos that are just ready to go. Like this one. It has beautiful footage in the background that's unique to Ideas for Real Estate that we've taken. It's not stock. And then you have the concept, and then you have the caption inside the marketing suite that you can use. If you want to use this post, it's ready to go. You're going to come over here to share. We're going to go to download. We're going to download that MP4 video, which should come up selected automatically. And then we're going to choose page 4, and then download it to the computer. A cool option if you do have a pro account is that you can download all of the files at one time, all the videos at one time, but as separate pages. So that way you don't need to come in and download each day at a time. You can hit download and then it downloads 10, 15 different files to your computer, but that's only available for pro accounts. So we could download this video that's ready to go. And you can preview what it looks like by hitting that preview icon, that play button in the middle.
I got this car recently, and look how much I was paying for insurance before. I use this.
Now, all of the Reels inside the marketing suite, even the ready to go ones, are editable. So you could change these if you want to. So you can change the text, you can change the font, you can change a word if you want to, or you can leave it as is. So you'll find a good amount of Reels that are just ready to share here in the marketing suite on a variety of different topics. But you'll also find templates that are ready for you to customize. So anytime you see that rolling hill, that's the option for you to put in your own footage. So let's say we want to use one of these templates. How fast can a for sale sign turn into a sold sign and insert area? Find out how long it takes to sell in today's market. So this is talking about days on the market in a different way. If I wanted to put my own footage in there, I could. So you can upload video footage the same way that you upload images. So you come over here to uploads on the left and you click upload files, and you can upload video files from your computer. You can also upload files to Canva, which is easy if you download the Canva app. So if you have a lot of video files on your phone or photos on your phone, that might be a good option for you to download the Canva app and then upload from there. But whatever way you do it, you can upload files. I already have some files uploaded and they're here in the videos section. So when you have video files uploaded, you can just drag them over and then pop it into the spot. And I might say, okay, does that video look good there? Maybe not. There's another option right here with a dark overlay that might make it easier to read. So I'm going to see about this template. Yeah, so maybe I like that, or maybe I want to move it around, maybe I want to make me bigger or smaller, move me up. You can do the same thing like you can do with the photo editing. And you can also here make the video shorter and edit it a little bit. So I want to say I want to remove that volume from the video because there's a little bit of talking there that's not relevant. I'm going to remove that, and I want this to be shorter because a lot of videos on social are short. So I'm going to do that down to 5.5 seconds. And then it's good to go for editing. Let me show you how I did that again. When I click the video, you can click edit right here and you can click trim to trim it down. So you have options too for audio. In the marketing suite on your social media pages, we give you options for using trending audio on Instagram. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. Okay, so I have the social media content open inside of the marketing suite, and we are looking at day 24. So I'm going to hop on down to April 24, how long it takes to sell. So for this particular post, you have an option to do a graphic where you use one of our images, an option to do a graphic where you upload your own image, and an option to do a video post. So we're working on the video post template right now. So here there are some there's a trending audio option if you wanted to do trending audio. So to do that, if you're familiar with using audio on Instagram, you would download the reel and then you would upload it to Instagram and use this trending audio right here, which we have the link for. You would use the trending audio.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set.
But you also have the option in Canva to use some Canva audio. So there are different audio tools that you can use. You can get rid of your audio like I did. I just turned it down, or extract it. You can also come over here to elements, and there is an audio section. You scroll on down to audio. You can see all the audio, and you can pick an audio file to go with this video. You could do pop, happy, different things, and then drag and drop it over. And you can also kind of preview what they sound like. Okay, and you can drag and drop it over. So when it comes to Reels, one of my biggest tips is having video footage on your computer ready to go so it's really easy to edit these templates. I already have a lot of footage right here, or B-roll of myself uploaded, so that if I came across the template, it would be really easy to fill that in. And having B-roll is basically short clips of yourself, short clips of your community, of different things, where you're not necessarily acting or talking on the camera, but it's clips that you can put behind different concepts and topics to really brand yourself. So this one is a testimonial post. They really had a lot to say about me, and I'm spilling the whole story. So on that one, we might want a video footage of me. So maybe I want this kind of cheeky one drinking coffee. And we could say, okay, put that there, see how it looks. Again, maybe I don't want that beginning part, and I just want to edit it down to just this kind of sip of tea. then it's really easy for me to have footage of myself that I can put in that spot. Or maybe I want to be walking about in the community. So when you already have video footage in your Canva account, it's going to save you so much time. And I have an entire training in the marketing suite on how to easily create B-roll footage and how to get this type of content. So make sure you check that out inside the marketing suite. I know there's a post right here, yes, for April. That's let's go for a walk in a specific location. I already have on my computer, which I just used, this video footage of me walking. So I'm going to drop it over here. And this is in Winter Park, Florida. Drag that. And then it's good to go. And again, I probably don't want it to be that long. Maybe I want to just be walking towards the camera. Perfect. So that footage is perfect, ready to go for your content. And again, to download, you're just going to go to share and then download them when they're ready to go. And just so you know, there's a lot of options that you have with the Reels in the marketing suite, but every month you get about 8 Reels that are just ready for you to share. So a couple every week that you don't have to do anything with. They already have audio, footage, captions, everything that are ready to go. Now, another popular resource that you might be editing in the marketing suite with Canva are flyers. So let's take a look at how to easily edit flyers. Okay, so I have here flyers pulled up inside of the marketing suite. I'm going to hit my favorite option, the grid button at the bottom, to see all the flyers at one time. These are listing flyers. So you can easily come in here and edit them to be how you want to use them. So we know that these rolling hills are placeholders where we can put an image of the property and an image of ourselves. But in this video, I also want to show you some other ways that you can change your templates. So let's put in an image of a house here. In that spot, you might want to do an exterior, interior. Let's put in a headshot image. Okay, move it around so it looks good. Perfect. And now to edit anything in the flyer, you just click in the flyer and you could say this is a large home. It's 6 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,600 square feet. You could edit it like that and add the information, but you can also change colors and things like that to make it more your own. So if you want to change a color, you click the actual option, whatever it is inside of Canva. So this is a box, and then I can change that color. So let's say I want to change it more to an ideas for real estate color. I can pick something from my color palette, or I can search for a color, upload a color, or if you have brand colors like at your brokerage that you're using, you can search for those colors too. And you can type in the actual color code. And if I want to change the colors here, the same thing, I just click on it and then click the icons to change the colors. Okay, so maybe I want to do some things like that to personalize this a little bit more. I want this to be more the ideas for real estate colors. Now I don't want all the font to be black, so I'm going to highlight the entire document at one time. It says I've got multiple fonts selected, and I want to change all the fonts to this like dark bluish green color we have. So I changed all of it at one time very easily. I'm going to change these icons really quickly so they don't stand out. Perfect. And then I'm going to change this color over here. I think I already changed the color. Okay, to be the ideas for real estate color. There's also an option to insert a logo. So what I'm going to do, come over here to my logos. Let's see if I have it uploaded. Okay, it didn't come up right away, but I've already uploaded my logos to my brand kit. I would recommend if you have a logo, you label it as logo when you upload it into your logos. So I can just drag that on over on top of insert your logo. Make sure it's sized correctly. Okay, and then I can fill this in with my information. Let's say I wanted to change the font. So this is that Arapae font, and I wanted to change it to one of my brand fonts. Mine happens to be Laura. I can click Laura, and then I can change it. Let me move this little thing here at the bottom. I can change it in just this spot, or I can click change all. And anytime that that font was used, it's going to change it. Now, sometimes when you do that, you'll notice like this, the size got a little messed up looking because the fonts were a little different. So you might need to kind of come in here and edit that to make sure it looks right. This font is Montserrat. Let's say I want to change that to my brand font, which is Poppins. I could click Poppins, and then I'll click change all. And then it changes it everywhere. It changed it everywhere on this page. Now you'll see this page is looking a little bit different than what we started with, a little more branded to me. So that's an option that you have. Now, you don't have to do that. You can absolutely use the flyers the way that they come. So in the marketing suite, in our regular suite, the flyers are very neutral so that they work with a lot of different branding. And if you're at one of our brokerages, then your brokerages already have beautiful branding for your flyers that I would not change. I would leave them the way that they're already designed. But I wanted you to know that you do have options to change those flyers. So once your flyer looks great, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to want to download it to print. So we'll go to Share, Download, pick the page that we want. Page 4 is the current page. And when you're printing things, you probably want to change it to a PDF on your computer so you can download it and print it and it'll be nice and crisp. A PNG is an image. So if you do that, maybe you want to stick it in an email or use it on social, something like more digital. So that's how you would download them. You do have options too to print in Canva, and you might want to print in Canva when you're using different kinds of resources, like some of our really beautiful magazines. So I'll show you how to do that right now, how to use the print in Canva feature. Okay, so I have a really beautiful listing magazine pulled up. Now this is a marketing piece that you might want to use for a very unique or a luxury property. It's a whole magazine about the home. So I'm going to take a look at what this looks like. We've got a cover, letter from the agent, and then a beautiful editorial style version of the magazine itself. And let's say you want to professionally print that. Well, you can. Here's an example of what that magazine looks like printed with Canva. So we have the really nice cover here, and then you can flip through it and see more information about the home. This can really wow sellers. So maybe you want to print something like this. It's very easy. Once you've filled it out in Canva, using the tips that I've shared with you throughout this video, you can come up to the top that says print with Canva. And this is the magazine. And you're going to select the pages. We don't want all the pages because there are some instructions at the beginning. So unclick the instructions. So we're just starting with our cover. There's a couple cover options. So I'm just going to pick one of my covers, and then you can print it. You can choose how many.
All right. All right. Y'all awake? Good. So that was a lot of information thrown at you. I don't expect you to remember it all. She does speak fast, so maybe we'll go back and play that, minus, 1. But there were a few things that I think you should take away from there, and I'm going to tell you mine, and then you guys can tell me your ahas. So first, create monthly posts. Create 30 posts on the first or second of the month. That we have monthly posts to send out. And you might not think, oh, well, I don't have 30 ideas. Well, you can chat GPT those ideas. You can do, here's an idea. It's getting hot out right now. And a lot of people take their dogs outside. Well, you could post a picture of what the degree is versus what it is on a paw. I saw that this weekend. I thought it was a great idea. So I'm always feeling the ground, making sure my dog's paws aren't on fire. Then another one, create reels. Photos are great, pictures are great, but create reels. I know Ashley, your team does awesome with videos and reels. I don't have all the videos uploaded, but I'm going to after seeing that. I think that's a great idea to have the B-roll all ready to rock and roll when needed. Um, and I have printed with Canva before. I know she was kind of just talking about that at the end. Printing with Canva is not bad. I have done, um, or I've had agents do what they just sold a home. They did just sold like cards. They printed all of them out, got it sent to us, and then they had all the shipping labels made, everything like that. So they were just able to ship it from the office. So that's pretty cool. But what are you guys' ahas from the Canva video?
I don't know about an aha, but I have a question for you. Do you know
Yeah.
if you're going to print from Canva, like let's say a direct mailing, if I design it there, am I better off printing it somewhere else? Is it more cost effective or is it not that bad through Canva?
If you say you did that, you printed 100 of them out, I think it's 22 bucks. So it really depends. You can choose what kind of paper you want, what kind of card stock, all that stuff. So it's really up to you. Since it's all in one, well, you have the office. Well, when you do have the office that you can get into, print it from there, would probably be easier for you.
Okay.
But for the time being, if you want to try Canva, try it out. It's not bad. Yeah. Darlene, you were gonna say
Yes.
something?
So I'm curious about the reels, Brad.
Mhm.
So she showed a reel, say the one of her sipping coffee. And
Yeah.
I'm it's probably a dumb question, but so her reel, the message was in the wording, the content, not that image is just kind of engaging you, correct?
Correct.
Now,
Yep. Yeah, that image was
okay,
just there to kind of draw you in.
to draw you in. Okay, that's the purpose of that. But could you also talk? Could you also have a video campaign of like I'm doing one in Florida and I'm sending it to my colleagues in New England, right? Like a
Yeah.
little bit about Florida. But can you do it? Upload something with your voice and then have a caption at the bottom? Is that also, or is that a professional? You need the crown to do that.
You probably no, you can record it with your voice, but I wouldn't suggest doing that on Canva. You can download an app called CapCut. I can text you it.
Okay.
Um, it's where a lot of people make their videos. I make my videos on there. So you can film a video, edit it, and then the free version, you can have your captions auto-populate. So what you're saying will pop up for people to read, and they can also hear it for you. You can customize the color of that, the way that looks. There's a lot you can do on the free version, more so than probably on Canva. So I
Oh,
would suggest
okay.
that using that, but it's an awesome tool, and you can do it from your phone, your tablet. You have to buy the version, do it on your computer, I believe, but that's a better video tool.
And it's CAPCUT.
Yeah, here, let me see if I can cap. So it's the one on the left. It's that.
Okay. All right. Great.
Yes, CAPCUT.
Great. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
yeah, great question. Anybody else have any takeaways or questions?
I do,
All right.
Brad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I popped in like 7 minutes late and I missed
Oh,
the
you're
whole thing.
fine.
I don't even know how to get to I know how to get in Canva. I have a Canva account, but how do I access that marketing suite stuff?
So the marketing, she made her own marketing suite.
Oh,
Um, yeah, so it's if you wanted to do the one that we kind of put together for you with the KW Coastal Living flyers, for that, all you have to do is, and you can email me, and I can find it for you if you don't have the email that we sent out. Or you can go on to the Flock Shop, which I can send that to you as well. But you click on your market center, and then all that stuff will go onto your Canva. So you can do it a couple of different ways.
okay.
But if you want, at 3 o'clock today at my tech power hour, that's on Zoom, same link as this one, and we can go over that if that's something you want me to show you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Anybody else have anything?
I definitely should probably be using the projects more and organizing my stuff. It's all just loose. And then I search for
Yes.
it. But it's nice that there's organization there. And there was honestly a lot of stuff that I'm not even using yet. Like the audio, the video, upload
Mhm.
sort of stuff, but also some of the apps were kind of cool. I don't know if people were paying attention, but like allows you to remove background from photos and things like that. So there's just a lot of uses for it. And then also I was gonna say like instead of having like one thing that has like 40 different pages to it, it is really easy when you have something that you've created on like the main screen. If you hover over it, there's 3 dots in the upper right hand corner, and then when you click that, you can click on make a copy, and then you
Mm-hmm.
keep them separate. But then that's what I do for like open house stuff. So it's just very easy, like I said, to use it as a template for the next one where you just drag and drop. And it is very important when you upload stuff, like she said, to have something about it in the file name, because I do that all the time for listings where I'm like, oh, I think I made an open house already for this. So for this just sold, I need to find Lemon Avenue, and then I can just search that.
Yep. That's a great point. Yeah, and then create a folder for it, put everything in, like
Yeah,
have an open
you could
house
be even
folder.
more organized than what I am, but
Yeah, no, I love that. And there's actually a thing too that you might like. It's called it's whiteboard in Canva, and it's just a big board, and you can put sticky notes, and then you can attach them to different things. So like I have sticky notes with video ideas, and then class ideas. So that's pretty cool tool to use too. Try it on the free account. You should have access to it. If not, we'll have access come August. Hopefully come August when they roll out the big one.
I did have like one more thing to say,
Yeah.
sense, but I would say like start with the thing that you can be most consistent with, because none of this is like gonna make an impact unless you're consistently doing it. So if some of the things seem daunting, like start with like images that you can post that you can actually do each day, and like we were saying, like use AI, use ChatGPT to give you the ideas, like
Agreed.
for you.
Agree 1000%. Um, and I think there's a new tool or new AI I found, HeyGen, HeyGen, where it's $30 a month, but you can create videos with avatars, and you can make yourself an avatar. So you sit back, talk for a little bit, and it'll, move your mouth for you. An agent in Lakewood Ranch, he's been creating baby videos of himself and Sasquatch videos through it. Pretty fun. I've been making videos now with that, so it's pretty cool. But be on the lookout for those. Sasquatch in the Market Center, who knows? But yeah, it's called HeyGen, HeyGen.
Yeah, that one weirds me out a little bit, but it would be very, very like giving you.
Oh yeah. Yep, exactly. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate you all. I have my tech power hour at 3 o'clock. It's the same Zoom link, kwrstraining.com. It's not a class. I'm answering questions for you guys. So there's no agenda. It's whatever you guys bring. 2 people are on, they ask 4 questions, then we're off by 3:15 or 3:15, 3:20. So feel free to jump on there. And I'll have that every Monday at 3 o'clock on Zoom. Okay. All right. All right. Love y'all. You have a great day. Stay safe, and I will talk to y'all later.
Thanks,
Thank
Brad.
you.
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
ya.